One of my favorite fun facts about queer history is about the best named doll around, Gay Bob, the first openly gay doll. He was created by an advertising executive named Harvey Rosenberg, who did not identify as gay, and sold via mail order catalogs. According to online sources, Rosenberg put up $10,000 worth of his own money to fund the creation of Gay Bob. His face sculpt was intended to be a combination of Robert Redford and Paul Newman, and much of his advertising spoofed the, quote, sexless nature of Barbie dolls at the time. The adverts priced him at $19.50, which, according to online inflation calculators, sits at about $105 today. His box was a closet, so when you took him out to play, you were literally getting Bob to come out of the closet. He was also, anatomically correct, which most people seem to focus on when talking about him, but I'd rather focus on the fact that he was released in the late 70s, either 77 or 78, and was intended to normalize the gay community during a time when that really wasn't mainstream yet. He was obviously a novelty collector's toy for adults and not intended for children. However, given the cultural context of the 70s for the gay community, still represented an important touchstone in gay representation. But of course, given the nature of the time, he was still met with pushback. Edward Rao, allied to renowned homophobe and bigot Anita Bryant, had this to say about Gay Bob, quote, "This is evidence of the desperation of the homosexual campaign has reached in its effort to put the homosexual lifestyle, which is a death style, across the American people. I can only hope that the children who are given these Gay Bob dolls will not comprehend the meaning and intent of the campaign that is behind their manufacture and distribution." Obviously, Rao didn't notice, or chose not to notice, that Gay Bob was intended to be consumed by adults and not young children, as previously mentioned. He also didn't take time to read the message of encouragement that came packaged with the doll, which read, quote, "Hi, boys, girls, and grown-ups. I'm Gay Bob, the world's first gay doll. I bet you are wondering why I come packed in a closet. Coming out of the closet is an expression which means that you admit the truth about yourself and are no longer ashamed of what you are. Gay people are no different than straight people. If everyone came out of their closet, there wouldn't be so many angry, frustrated, frightened people. It's not easy to be honest about what you are. In fact, it takes a great deal of courage. But remember, if Gay Bob has the courage to come out of his closet, so can you." We often discuss the importance of queer representation in television and film, but I think the presence of queerness in other forms of media is just as important. While Gay Bob, and some other gay toys, which would come later, were intended for adults, we're seeing more and more the presence of pride in toy lines intended for all ages. Barbie and Bratz have both released dolls celebrating the community and promoted pride on social media. American Girl has featured same-sex couples in their doll stories, and Monster High has made some of their popular characters queer, or alluded to being queer, in their cartoon series. These movements always have to start somewhere, and it can't be denied that our friend Gay Bob was ahead of his time. Honestly, I love Gay Bob. I hope I can add him to my collection one day. If you'd like to learn more about Gay Bob, I encourage you to check out the sources I used to research this video, all linked in its corresponding blog post on my blog. Do you think we need to reboot Gay Bob? Because I do.